Question 4. How did you use new media technologies in the research, planning, construction and evaluation stages of your media coursework? Over the duration of the media course, I've learnt to develop technical skills within many media technologies, such as Final Cut Express, which I use for editing the movie clips, Adobe Photoshop, which I use for editing the photos for the album cover, and Blogger, which assisted me in designing, research and creating my media product. Using Final Cut as my editing software allowed me to sync the mining clips into the audio clip of the song, and also to cut extensive hours of footage down to the length of the 4-minute track. Uploading my research onto Blogger, that allowed me to clearly display all of my research with easy referral to information and inspirations. However, Final Cut did have its downfalls, as it's quite limiting in some ways, which restricted my creative flair when it came down to piecing them together and fading and stuff like that. Was quite limited, really. When I first started my research process, the first website I went on was Google to clarify the typical conventions of an R&B music video. Once I knew the typical conventions, I then watched numerous R&B music videos on YouTube, which allowed me to gain insight and a lot of inspiration from that. I managed to find loads of information on music videos and the conventions within them, and the diversification they hold, and the techniques that are useful to employ when creating one. YouTube provided me with a fantastic source of primary research with unique music videos where people had left feedback and comments underneath the video, and that was really interesting to see their public point of view of what they thought worked, what they thought didn't, so I could include it in my work, really, and it really benefited it, I think. Because my music video was based on love, it was an emotive story, so I decided to watch adverts with similar themes. So I watched the Levi adverts. They're all based around love and relationship. Got quite a lot of ideas from those. Also the Lynx adverts, and a lot of the perfume adverts follow that generic storyline. So I selected the ideas to incorporate these into my own piece. For the planning stage, I used technologies such as my camera on my phone. So while I was location scouting, it allowed me to evaluate the location quickly, whip out my phone and see which one's most suitable. I also recorded useful inspiration clips on my phone, so that when I was on location, I could easily refer to them if my shot list didn't suffice for any reason. I also used iMovie to create a mock-up on my computer at home, which was to get a sense of what my final production would actually look like. This helped me a lot when I was on location, because then again I could easily because I then transferred it onto my phone, I could easily get on my phone, look at it if the shot list, because I'm not a great artist, if my shot list wasn't great, my storyboard, sorry. And I could use that as a professional work template. I also used a scanning machine, which enabled me to upload my hand-drawn storyboard onto the computer, which I could then put onto my blog posts, and yeah. While I was constructing my music video, I used a Canon DC-22, which the school provided. It's quite a basic camera with limited functions. I couldn't do sepia effects or black and white on it, but that was fine because I just left all the editing down to Final Cut. Then I knew exactly what I wanted. I could adjust it and everything. We didn't have any lighting equipment available here, so I had to ensure that all of my shots were filmed in good daylight, like here. However, I wanted to create a studio effect with the intimate close-ups of Chantal at the end of the music video, which, well, I created this scene by getting Chantal to stand like against my bedroom wall, like a plain baby pink background, which when I desaturated it looked like it was black and white anyway, so it was fine. And then I put the spotlight onto Chantal's like face, so it created silhouettes around the outside. I thought that was quite creative and effective, and it didn't really require any technical equipment apart from the camera, really. When it came down to editing, I used Final Cut, which is what I used for my AS thriller. Therefore, I was extremely familiar with it, which enhanced and complemented my final product. I used iMovie, which allowed me to move my clips from the camera onto the Mac quickly and easily. So then on Final Cut Express, I took full advantage of the software by using filters. I modified the speeds, used video transitions, lots of image control, colour control, and stuff like that. I used Adobe Photoshop on Wix website during the construction of my ancillary text. Photoshop was used to edit, enhance, duplicate the foregrounds and add text to create an album cover. And I used Wix, which was a really efficient website, and it provided me with like a loose layout on which I could build like a personalised website specific to b.o.b, to my artist, and then I could like add pictures, songs, relevant artist information like tour dates and biography and stuff. Both of these technologies are highly effective in helping me to create supportive products. Without them, it would have been much harder and taken a lot more time overall. For my evaluation, I used a survey poll website called b.o.b, and it was really good actually. It offered me great feedback for my evaluation. I like created a evaluation like with multiple options, and then sent the link to all of my friends via like Facebook and like BlackBerry Messenger. That was another like technical thing, and it just got really good feedback. They left comments on my thingy on my music video and like told me what they thought worked, what they thought didn't. So like if I was to improve it, if I had time now, then I could go and do that. And it was true public views, you know, they're all hiding behind like a screen, so their views were true.